Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Wells County Voice Sports Network. I'm Michael Vanacork, and I'm joined here by Kevin Mosier.
Good evening.
For tonight's contest between Bluffton High School, Bluffton Tigers, and the visiting Norwell Knights for what has kind of become a holiday tradition in Wells County, as Bluffton and Norwell typically play each other first game back from around Christmas time. So, Kevin, you graduated in 2015, big player for Bluffton in those years. What does it kind of feel like being a part of this contest?
Well, as a player, it was always neat to see some former teammates in the stands. Seeing the game, pretty packed by the JV game, kind of made you have like first game jitters again all over again at the middle of the season. But it's a nice rivalry that we have here inter-county and everything. So I'd assume these players probably have the same feelings that we probably did as players. So it's kind of neat to not have those jitters right now and do everything on the outside or on the upper deck as we are in right now. So
yeah, it's definitely a different perspective for sure, being off the court and just being a spectator. Sometimes it gets a little hard. It's like, as a former player, it's like, maybe like doing this instead of that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like we know we made mistakes too. Like I definitely missed a couple layups. I'm sure you missed a couple threes.
Yeah.
You probably didn't shoot many layups. I didn't shoot many threes. So
yeah, kind of funny how that works out.
Yeah. So just kind of like the way the schedule works, it kind of seems like the Wells County rivalry just kind of get taken care of for Bluffton, because a couple games ago last week, Bluffton went to Southern Wells. So like, what's it like playing Southern Wells and then going into Norwell? Like, is there kind of like a connection there?
Yeah, definitely a connection. There's always, you have friends at other schools, you have people that know one another, and, you always want to take it to them when it's time to play. Against a school like Southern Wells, maybe, Bluffton, when I was playing, or probably even so now, you're pretty confident. You're just like, okay, you're still nervous, but when you go up against a team like Norwell, who, they, well-practiced, well-furbished players, you're pretty nervous because they're going to bring it as well, and it's going to be a good game. So, it's definitely a good feeling. It's good classic Indiana basketball playing schools like that, and it's just nice to see it continued.
Yeah, I was talking to Coach Muncie, the Bluffton girls coach, a little bit after school today, and just kind of talking about these games and the past games between Bluffton, even Bluffton and Norwell, Bluffton and Southern Wells, as he's a graduate of Southern Wells, and just kind of, like I said, I was like, these Norwell-Bluffton games always made me feel like I was in the middle of that Hoosier hysteria, the classic Hoosier hysteria.
Right.
It's like, man, like, what was it like in the 90s with the single class? Like, I vaguely remember watching, like, Adam Ballinger, the Avial era of Bluffton boys and girls, but I didn't know any better. I was like 6 years old, so I didn't know it was just really cool, awesome experience.
Right.
But again, like you said, this is kind of gets a classic feel. It's going to be one of the fuller games. I mean, COVID differences and program just kind of rebuilding at Bluffton right now. Norwell being a little bit more of a powerhouse in the recent years. But this is still going to be one of the fuller games, and it's just going to create this neat experience.
Yeah, definitely a nice atmosphere tonight. And I hope the players enjoy it just as much as we are.
Yeah. One thing that I noticed, I know this is your first game being at this season. I do appreciate you coming and helping out.
Yeah, of course.
But one thing I noticed is there's a student section for both teams, and both student sections having themes. Norwell looking more a little bit formal, and then Bluffton with the holiday theme. And it's just like,
I just adds to it.
Yeah, is it weird when there's not a student section there?
Yeah, I would. I wouldn't pay a whole lot of attention to the student section, because if you pay too much attention, you might get them. They'll be in your head the whole game. But it's definitely neat as a spectator, and even as a player, when you make a shot, or the opposing team, something happens, to hear that roar, because they're the first people you hear, and then everybody else. So it's definitely neat to see both sides bring it as far as the student section goes.
Yeah. We'll see how much the student section kind of plays into it tonight. Again, it's just great seeing these teenagers, these high school students out and about, just kind of supporting their peers.
Definitely.
And of course, it's a big thing. We're all on Christmas break now. Everybody's excited, and it's just great that they're coming out, choosing to socialize here rather than going out and watching something like Spider-Man.
Or defacing public property. So it's good to see them being a good place and support two good teams here, and support their respective schools.
All right, so a little bit of background on tonight's game. Norwell is coming into this contest 5-1. Bluffton is 2-4. Coach McBride, Michael McBride from Norwell, 78-49 in his 6th year, and 197 and 195 in his 18th year overall. Coach Carl Grau for Bluffton Tigers. He's 9-19 in the 2nd year on the boys' side, but had a lot of success with the girls' program, winning 2 sectionals in his last 3 years of the program. So a nice way, like good kind of confidence and a program builder in that aspect. Sagarin Ratings has Norwell at 78.22 and 84th overall and 20th in 3A, whereas Bluffton comes in at 47.35, 339th overall, and 87th in Class 2A. Last time Norwell was in action, they defeated DeKalb 51-36, whereas Bluffton traveled to Garrett and lost a very hard-fought 44-41 game to the Railroaders. Opponents' records, Norwell is 15-23, Bluffton 16-22, so very similar strength of schedule there. And then in the last 35 years, these teams have met 37 times, putting on the spot. What is the record in those 37 contests over the last 35 years?
Oh, boy. I'm going to say it's going to be in favor of Norwell. Let's see, you said 34 times they played? Or
35.
35. So let's go...
37, sorry.
Okay. Let's go 17-10 for Norwell.
Well, it's 25-12 Norwell.
Okay.
Always kind of been like very highly contested contest. And then last meeting, Norwell won last year 54-38. And the John Harrell prediction is Norwell 63-39. And we'll be right back after the Bluffton Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Jim Beater plays the national anthem.
Are you still on the, do you want me to, the screen still good?
Yeah. Looking into the first 2 contests tonight with the freshman and JV taking action beforehand. Bluffton got things started with a 38-36 victory. Kate Abbott hit a couple free throws down the stretch to seal it for the Tigers, whereas the JV game went in favor of the Norwell Knights, 62-26. So we'll see here who can take the river match. And here are the starting lineups from the announcer, Mike Murray. And now for the Bluffton Tigers. So again, the starting lineups for the Norwell Knights: number 5, Jake Parker; number 12, Luke Graff; number 22, Leighton Bailey; number 24, Luke McBride; and number 40, Brody Bolin. And for the Tigers, number 4, Max Stoppenhagen; 12, Harrison Schreiber; 33, Tucker Jenkins; 34, Connor McConnell; and 40, Andrew Ball. And in the center for the tip is Connor McConnell and Brody Bolin. And goes in favor of the Tigers as Andrew Ball collects it. Max Stoppenhagen, number 4, Tigers leading scorer with 14.2 points per game. Brings it down, gets it to McConnell. Schreiber now looking over to Stoppenhagen. Now Ball on the drive left. Hands it off to Schreiber. Stoppenhagen now looking in the corner. Jenkins over to McConnell. Andrew Ball looks for the shot. No, not there, so he gets it over to Schreiber. Ball screen, drive, going up against Bolin, no good. As Norwell comes away with the rebound. Tipped to Leighton Bailey. And Bailey now Stoppenhagen on him. Looking for Bolin, not there. Now Connor McConnell guarding Luke Graff. Knights showing a little bit of patience here in their first possession. There's now Graff looking to maybe take advantage of the one-on-one situation with McConnell up top. And nice pass there from Jake Parker, finding Luke McBride there for the first bucket of the game. I do apologize for the Norwell fans. I am not as familiar with the Norwell team, so it might take me a little bit to get accustomed. Good back door. Yep. Good look there from Ball to Jenkins. Jenkins just unable to take all the contact and unable to finish. But it is Bluffton Ball. It's deflected by Norwell. Stoppenhagen taking it out underneath for the Tigers. Finds Jenkins on the wing, hand off to Stoppenhagen. Look to see what Max Stoppenhagen can do for the Tigers. He does a nice job getting to the rim off the dribble and also being a spot shooter whenever the opportunity arises as well. Jenkins using his speed, athleticism to get to the rim and draws the first foul of tonight's contest. That is going on number 5, Jake Parker. It's his first, team first.
Been some great defensive possessions overall so far. I know it's the beginning of the game, but hopefully that plays throughout. It's going to be a heck of a game.
Yeah. Very big patience by both teams. I do see that it appears our scoreboard clock got knocked off. We get that reset here as Connor McConnell goes up and gets fouled. He's going to the line for the first free throws of tonight's contest. And that foul goes on number 40, Brody Bolin, his first, as McConnell now to the line, shooting 2 for the Tigers.
Is this the younger brother of Cole?
McBride? McConnell, yes, there was a younger brother, Cole McConnell. Okay. Yep. He had a nice contest down at Southern Wells. Big time rebounder, big presence inside, about 10 points, kind of lead the Tigers in that victory. As Andrew Ball trying to cause some chaos on the back end as he tried to deflect it from McBride. As Schreiber digs away at Luke Graff. And now a baseline drive by number 22, Leighton Bailey, finding Bolin inside, going up strong, and drawing the contact from McConnell as he does not manage to stay straight up and gets called for the foul. Now Brody Bolin at the line, shooting 2.
Looks like both teams are going to have to work for the points early on here.
Yeah, Bluffton again with a bigger lineup tonight as McConnell and Ball starting in favor of Sam Bumgarner. And that's a big part of that is to kind of counteract the big size and strength of Brody Bolin inside. Right. And Bolin makes both. I should probably put the points up on the board as well. If I'm not mistaken, as I was paying attention to the JV halftime, I was just kind of listening. All of a sudden I hear the rim shake, and I think I saw Brody Bowman being the one coming down from a
My gosh.
low down. He's a
Maybe a little foreshadowing of
Yeah.
something to come later this evening.
and that is Ashton Fettelspell coming in for Bullen. Bullen doing a nice job working hard early on. Well-deserved break. Now Andy Ball looking for a teammate here. Now Carter McConnell trying to take advantage of the smaller Fetterspell in the middle. Inside, but unable to find the look as Schreiber goes up for two, but no good, and Fetterspell comes down with it. And nice hesitation drive there by Luke McBride for two. Nice hesitation. Just kind of pulling back, making the defense thinking you're just going to pull out, set the offense in transition, and taking the open lane on the left side. Now, one thing the Tigers are going to have to make sure that they do is just maintain that patience. Don't let Norwell speed this game up.
Right.
Because already down 6-0, worst thing you can do is speed up, force some unnecessary turnovers, and just dig yourself even deeper. Now Stoppenhagen getting it set up for the team, for the Tigers. And McConnell working inside. Gets it down on the wing. Nice forward on forward ball screen action there. McConnell unable to get the baseline drive. Finding Jenkins inside. Jenkins going up strong and good. 2 points for Tucker Jenkins. Nice composure by the sophomore forward, just kind of keeping it strong as Leighton Bailey goes up for two, no good, and Stoppenhagen come down with a nice find by Max Stoppenhagen for Carter McConnell. Look at 4-6 Tigers. All right, so now that you're Norwell going for three here, trying to put a low dagger in. Stoppenhagen with a fast break opportunity. We're going to tie things up. Going up and good, and one.
Long rebound led to a nice bucket from Stoppenhagen there. Got a chance to put Bluffton up by one here at the line.
A big opportunity here for the Tigers as Fletcher Wenger checks in, Brody Bowman back in for the Knights, as well as Cohen Bailey getting his first action of the contest. So do you think there's any sort of strategic substitution there, bringing Bowman back in as the Tigers make a 6-0, possibly 7-0 run?
Yeah, well, on that long rebound, I wouldn't say that made much of a difference for Norwell, but Bluffton, from what I've seen so far, even on the offensive end, have really been scrappy going after the boards. I think bringing Bowman back in might stop some of that bleeding for Norwell.
The Tigers taking a 7-6 lead here in the first. And they're looking in a 1-3-1 half-court defense here, trying to change things up, make the Knights have to adjust on the fly. Nice cross-court pass from Fetterspell over to Leighton Bailey as Leighton draws a foul on the inside. And that is going to be on number 34, Carter McConnell, his second foul of the contest. Could be a detrimental sign if Carter McConnell is going to be out for the majority of this first half as Norwell now evens things up 7-all with the first free throw. Sam Bumgarner checks in for looks like Tucker Jenkins, and Andy Ball looking to come back in as well. And Leighton Bailey converting them both, taking an 8-7 lead.
We might be seeing a lot of substitutions tonight to keep up with this pace so far.
Did you play against Leo whenever they...
Oh, yeah. I loved it. Well, as a cross-country runner, it's like one big track meet, so...
Yeah, even though I'm the cross-country coach now, I did not run, but I also love that game. It was just always fun, tempo, just 5 in, 5 out, and it felt even better whenever you could outrun the Lions.
Definitely.
Now Andrew Ball coming in, giving Carter McConnell a breather, seeing how long that will last. He does have 2 fouls. Now the Tigers looking to take the lead back. Good aggression there by Stoppenhagen. No good as Bowman comes down with the board. McBride finding number 20. That is Cohen Bailey. Cohen Bailey is out with a reverse layup.
A good finisher around the rim.
Now the Tigers finding themselves down 10-7. See if they can just get a bucket here to cut into it a little bit. That's nice fadeaway jumper by Harrison Schreiber, cutting it down to 1.
Good find.
So Brody Bull in there with 2. No need to panic yet for the Tigers. Still 1 possession ball game. Nice ball movement. So 3 by Sam Bumgarner off the back of the rim as McBride comes down with the board. So as a shooter, do you like that pass coming from the baseline drive, pass to the corner? Like, is that a shot that you like to take?
Yeah, you're usually in rhythm. You can see the play unfolding probably seconds before the ball gets to you. So as a shooter, you can get in position like that Bumgarner did. He just didn't make the shot. But yeah, it's definitely a good feeling knowing you're going to have a nice, good look at it.
Yeah, I know that was one I always liked making. The pass that I liked making to when I had Chandler Oakey with Cody Cochran there in the corner on the wing. It always seems like the help side defense just kind of sucks in and just opens it up.
Yep.
Good unselfish basketball by Andy Ball, making that extra pass, just like there as well as Stoppenhagen's ball 3 rims out. Good fight by Fletcher Winger there, unable to come up with it as Kellen Daly finding his teammate, Jake Parker.
Down at +1.
For an and 1 basket. Good attempt there.
Yeah, Norwell very tenacious at attacking the rim. As McConnell checks back in, right?
It's Tucker Jenkins who checks in. Give you the benefit of the doubt there.
Yeah.
Both red-headed forwards. So. Yeah. Nice attack there by Jake Parker on the fast break. Good attempt by Andy Ball, trying to get in there, taking a charge, just a little too late there.
Right.
As Parker misses the bonus shot. And now Fletcher Winger looking to go left, finding ball in the handoff, 1 dribble, kicking it back out to Bumgarner. And Andy Ball wide open for 3, and it's good. The assist by Sam Bumgarner. 14-12 Norwell. That's Leighton Bailey bringing it down. With the Tigers looking like they're in a 2-3 zone now. Once again transitioning their defense. And this Tiger Pride student section getting behind the Tigers. But it's no good as Luke McBride makes a nice flash to the mid-post to hit the 2 points. Got just under a minute to go in the quarter. Andrew Ball with a nice drive, and he gets pulled down from behind. That's what it looked like to me.
Bluffton's doing a great job of not backing down at each basket made by Norwell. I know when you get into these kind of games, it's easy to be overwhelmed with whether it be the crowd or the opponent, but Bluffton's doing a great job of staying in it and standing up to the attack.
For sure. Again, it's one of those things, in this game, it's a big rivalry game. You see it at big-time college. You see it in high school.
Right.
It doesn't matter what the records are. It doesn't matter what the teams are. This is Bluffton and Norwell. It's going to be a fight.
Right. These kids have been seeing these games unfold for all these years, up in the stands, and now they get to be a part of it. It's great.
As Andrew Ball knocks down both to make it 16-14 Norwell, 49 seconds in counting. Norwell looking, nice play there by Norwell. As Luke McBride gets the nice alley-oop layup in. Tucker Jenkins getting trapped down there on the low post there. Let's talk about that play there by Norwell, okay? You're going against the 2-3 zone of the Tigers. Typically, you're going to be running a high-low. And Bluffton anticipates that as well. But a nice just kind of
this is a smart basketball play.
Misdirection as a back screen there. Just kind of no help side defense to communicate that back screen. Just a nice, easy layup for McBride. Let's see if Norwell is able to get to the last shot of the quarter.
15 seconds left. There we go. Looks like Bluffton to get the ball back on backcourt violation.
Okay, so now Bluffton with the chance to cut it into a one-possession ball game here late in the first quarter.
Gonna be a guy open.
Sam Bumner puts one up early and no good. As it is going to be 14-18. 18-14 Norwell after the first. And I will be trying to get some advertisements up. I thought that they were already preloaded, so I do apologize. Do apologize for the advertisers there. I was able to find them, so I will be able to get those up there for the next timeout or break in action. You got the JV squad here on the broadcast as Scott Mincer is out of town with family holiday plans. So
that's a good way to put it.
All right, so see if the Tiger defense will be trying to shift things up again as Norwell starts the quarter with the ball. So it is Leighton Bailey bringing it down. Max Stoppenhagen on him, finding Brody Bullen. Looks like Tigers are going man-to-man defense now to start the second quarter. So what's the purpose, the strategy behind this changing of the defensive strategy? As McBride gets the rebound, put back for two.
Oh boy, there's a bad pass. Might lead to two more from Norwell.
As Jake Parker taking advantage of that Bluffton Tiger turnover. Now,
I'd say to get Bluffton off their heels. Well, I guess on the defensive end for Bluffton, maybe just Norwell hasn't done a whole lot of damage from the outside, but maybe just to give something different for Norwell.
Yeah. And good look there by Harrison Schreiber inside as he was able to finish through the contact for two. Andrew Ball trying to get him beat on the baseline by Jake Parker, and he picks up his second foul of the contest, fourth for the Tigers. Almost seemed like he was trying to commit the foul before the shot attempt, but just wasn't able to get there in time as Parker's now shooting two. And first is good.
Bluffton having a hard time having a man in help on the drive because Norwell's just been able to slash down the middle or slash down the baseline.
Yeah, that was
every other possession.
And how do you know when to be in help side?
Well, I know as a player I'm not the most gifted defensively, but if you're in the middle, you always keep your eye on the ball and you're on your man, so that way you can kind of know when to help. You always are talking. That's something that I'm sure both schools, Norwell and Bluffton, have teach since, future Tigers, since kiddie ball, as far as, you need to know where your man is always at, whether that be in a zone or man-to-man.
Yeah, and I think that just kind of comes with experience, and not just experience on the court yourself, but experience with your teammates as well. Because I know for my group, my class, we started playing together in fourth grade all the way through senior year, and it was just one of those things where we knew how to talk to each other. We knew where each other were. And this group, we got three seniors with Max, Harrison, and Carter that play quite a bit. Other than that, just kind of a new mix of guys as Coach Grau takes a 30-second timeout, and we will be right back.
Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Stephan Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255.
All right, welcome back to the Tiger Den as after the 30-second timeout by the Bluffton Tigers, it's 24-18 Norwell as once again Leighton Bailey bring the ball down for the Knights, finding his brother Cohen on the wing. And now stop it hanging, overcommitting on the defense. Luke Graff trying to get into the inside, kicks it back out. Norwell resets the offense. Got a mismatch inside as Luke Graff trying to post up on Sam Baumgartner. Sam trying to get Max to come in to give him some help inside. Nice drive by Luke McBride, taking the sophomore Hunter Wenger. No good though, as now it's Scrap for the ball. Sam Baumgartner coming up with it.
Great hustle.
Held ball call there by the officials. Almost seemed kind of trying to protect everyone more than anything. Just a lot of bodies flying around everywhere, especially with Sam being on the ground, just kind of defenseless, don't want anybody getting hurt, so good call by the officials. Now the Tigers get the possession as Norwell trying to pick up the tempo with a full court press. Looking like a 2-1-2, maybe a 1-2-1-1 zone here by the Knights. Long pass, dangerous pass, gets picked off, and a full court breakaway to tip 4. Cohen Bailey is good for 2. Nice steal by Luke Graff, looking like a defensive back out there on the baseline. Good find in the middle there by Max, getting Hunter Wenger. I know it was a question that Scott asked me frequently, like how do you attack a full court press defense? For me, it was easy. We threw it to 6'10" Keith Cochran in the middle. We just ran. So
out to the big guy in the middle.
When you don't have that presence inside, like what is the strategy?
Well, when you don't have that kind of presence, you got to be very patient with the ball.
Good three by Max. Stop
by Max. Good patient with the ball and be left, right, middle. You know, if you don't have a big guy in the middle, you're going to really depend on your other players to bail you out if you're getting trapped.
Nice strong move by Graff there. Good board by Tucker Jenkins there on the
Bluffton doing a great job of being on the boards.
Yeah, they might be undersized, but they're going to be working hard, fighting for every single board possible. And with that left, right, middle, you meaning like you have a passing option to your left, a passing option to your right, and a passing option to your middle. All and just that, and then you got one far side as well, just in case you need a bailout, or maybe one behind you if you're still on the backcourt as well. Tucker Jenkins getting the basket and the foul.
Bluffton staying right in it, 23-26, Norwell.
Yeah, Bluffton knowing that they're coming in as the underdog, not really anything to lose here in this contest.
Yep. Not stepping down.
So here's an interesting fact, or here's a trivia question for you. I don't know, trivia question fact. So Bluffton boys going to state in 2002, Norwell making it there in 2012. What, in the matchups between Bluffton and Norwell, what is interesting about those matchups in those state years?
Yeah, well, we were coached by some great people that like carrying on the history of Bluffton Norwell. The interesting fact about it is the year that we went to state, Norwell beat us, right, in the regular season, and then in 2012, the year that Norwell went to state, we beat them on Tanner Karate, I think, tipped in near the buzzer or something like that.
Yeah, you were a freshman that year.
I was watching it on the sidelines. Iconic.
I was watching the stands as well. One of the things I remember the most is I think right before halftime as Leighton Bailey knocks down both free throws to extend this lead 28-23. Right before halftime, Kyle Philman, he might hit me for saying this story, but Kyle Philman had a breakaway opportunity, likely going to dunk. One of the best athletes I've ever played against in basketball and tennis. But he had a breakaway opportunity, probably got up for a dunk, but out of nowhere comes Keith Cochran to deny it. Just a huge kind of momentum shifter there.
Right.
And then, as you said, like at the very end, Tanner Karate getting a putback for the win.
It's great to see games like that come down to the wire. Each possession counts, going after the ball like that.
And I know that wasn't the only one in that time frame, because I know my senior year, I have the privilege, of committing a foul with like less than a second to go on now MLB player Josh Van Meter. And he made sure to seal the victory for the Knights. And then the year before, Cody Cochran hitting 2 buzzer beaters, one to send it to overtime, and the second for the win.
Those have been some great Bluffton Norwell blasts from the past. Hopefully we get to see another one unfold here tonight.
It does seem like it is heading in that direction as now Norwell gets the offensive rebound, but Bluffton is able to get the turnover or rebound off the block. Now the Tigers looking to keep this game, maybe cut it back one possession, but no, Max Stoppenhagen loses his feet on the baseline. Norwell basketball, 29-23, 4:15 left here in the first half. And here comes Vic McBride, coach's son, bringing it down up against Max Stoppenhagen. McBride, long three from the volleyball line and knocking it down. 32-29 Knights.
I think that was the first three by Norwell that they made.
It is the first three.
That's it back.
Who was that for Bluffton?
33. Not a steal on the inbound. Great way to stay with it by Bumgarner there. He snuck in and stole it.
Love to see the hustle by Sam Bumgarner. He has no reason to be tired being a semi-state runner. All right, now McBride. Good scrap there. Nice fight by Ashton Fetterspell, getting his own rebound, putting it back up, and drawing the foul as he's going back up. And Sam Bumgarner being the one to commit his second personal foul. Team 7th. Fetterspell looking for his first points of the contest. Okay, and that air horn is going to be confiscated. Fetterspell misses the front end of the two shots as Luke Graff checking back in. All right, this is a saying I jokingly state, but how true is it? Shooters shoot to get hot, shoot to stay hot. Is that something that you really kind of live by?
I would try to keep all the sayings to the side because it would mess with my head. I just tried to focus in on, every opportunity that you have that's open, you take it. Yeah. And that's something that coaches did a great job of. Even Spencer Harris, who was on the sideline when I was playing, he's like, hey, next shot. Whether you hit 10 in a row or if you miss 10 in a row, it's always next shot. Yeah, Spencer is one of those guys I always enjoyed watching. And Max Stoppenhagen, speaking of Spencer, his stepson, knocking down a three. 32-31 Knights. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Yeah, Spencer was always a fun player to watch. I know he had a dunk in his senior year against Norwell. Plenty of points. So it's now Cohen Bailey answering back, sending it back up, 34-31 Norwell. And he also was a longtime middle school coach, coached pretty much every single one of these guys on the court. Yeah, Bluffton legend. So, So Spencer really threw down in a game? He did. He threw down twice. Yeah, I was being distracted by a Norwell friend, so I missed the one against Norwell. But then he threw one down against Blackhawk Christian a couple games later. Okay. As Bluffton now looking to either tie it up or cut it down to 1 here. 2 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the first half. It's Fletcher Wenger at the top, finding Harrison shot, but he can shoot from 3. He does. No good, just long. Good rebound there by, that was 24, Luke McBride. Pardon me, that was 34, Cade Shelton there on the board. Now Shelton finding McBride over here on the left wing. Graff driving in, almost with his feet. With maintained balance. Tough rebound and good by Luke Graff. Always tough rebounding killers. Yeah. Always awkward trying to get a rebound on an air ball. You you don't really know how it's going to go. You expect it to deflect and misdirection. Right. Bluffton doing a great job at least being there, though, and not just being an easy putback. All right, now the Tigers again, 36-31 Norwell. Bumgarner's driving in, get it swiped away by the defense, but he does collect it back up. Jenkins' pack is deflected by McBride. Staying in Bluffton basketball. Checking in for the Knights. That's John Colbert. Minute 30 to go here in the first half. 36-31 Norwell. Tiger basketball. Max Stoppenhagen looking to get a set play going for the Tigers. Harrison Schreiber whipping right, spinning back left, nothing inside, and that time they called it. Kind of chopping his feet a little bit. The look that he was looking for wasn't necessarily there. Kind of caught him off guard and just
leading to the travel. Luke McBride bringing it down, walking it down, possibly looking to see if Norwell can end this half with the last shot.
Oh, nice move.
Good move there by Cohen Bailey. No good. Good board by Tiger Jenkins. Now Bluffton. Okay, if you're Bluffton here, you got just about a minute to go, down 36-31. Do you try for the last shot here?
With the way the game's been going, you about go for a 1 for 2 almost. Even though I guess there's no shot clock, but with how fast the game's going, you can get maybe a couple more possessions in.
And yeah, McBride just going coast to coast with the board. Nice behind the back move, but unable to finish. I believe Tiger Jenkins or Harrison Schreiber got contact on the ball. And that is going to be the 7th team foul on Norwell, sending the Tigers to the line for 1-1. That is Tucker Jenkins who will be shooting for the Tigers. Yeah, it's one of those things that I know that's a conversation that's been had in pretty much every state, like shot clock. Should there be a shot clock? Should there be a shot clock? What do you think?
You know, in a state like Indiana, I'm sure there's other states where, you know, they really take advantage of, you know, holding it and having low-scoring games, which it's really not about, you know, the points. I know some fans like to, you know, see people score and, you know, hear about records get broke and everything, but if it's not taken away from the game of basketball, I wouldn't say, you know, if it's not broken, you know, don't fix it.
Yeah,
deal.
Yeah, that's kind of my thought as well. Another thing is, like it'd be tough, it'd be a hard thing to put on the schools because shot clock is a very stressful position,
right?
And you'd have to find somebody reliable to do it,
right?
So that's one big reason, and two, it does change high school basketball.
Yeah.
But here, Sam Bumgarner picking up his 3rd personal foul here late in the first half, sending Luke McBride to the line for the 1-1. I know that would have completely changed the face. I believe it was the 2005 Bluffton-Norwell matchup where they had, I know they at least had Chandler Harnish. I don't know who else they had on that team, but I remember sitting up behind where we're standing here with the voice, and Norwell just kind of held the ball at half court, and it was like a 22-20 contest. And I vividly remember the student section getting up and walking around.
Right. Well, I know Coach Barker, he liked to implement that every once in a while, at least at semi-state or something, maybe regional.
I think regionals,
Huntington,
yeah. Yeah, I know there's a lot of conversation at Barker Ball and stuff like that. And a very tactical coach there.
Right, all part of the game.
Nice three by Max Stoppenhagen. It looked like he was losing control of the ball, but he was able to manage and knock down the three to cut it. 38-34, Norwell at the half. And we'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
In business since 1981, Barclay Builders has been building residential homes and commercial projects in Northeast Indiana, taking pride in building their clients the best project for their budget. With interaction between clients, vendors, and trade contractors, Barclay Builders meets the needs of homeowners to build their forever home. At Barclay Builders, it's all about you. It's your heart and your soul at the center of every design decision made. Josh and his team are poised to build the home you've always wanted. It isn't just a home, it's your forever home. Contact Barclay Builders at 260-622-7674. That's 622-7674. Or find them on Facebook at Barclay Builders, Inc. Let Barclay Builders get started on your Barclay Built forever home.
And we will, at halftime, we will show you the halftime dance by the Bluffton Lady Tiger cheerleading team, but we will be muting just so that we avoid any sort of copyright strike.
Good evening, Bluffton basketball fans. My name is Nathan Shelton. As an advisor at Shelton Financial Group, the thing I enjoy most is talking to our clients about what matters to them. As our clients prepare for and enjoy retirement, some enjoy spending time with their grandkids, some prefer to travel the world, and for others, it's giving of time and resources. As you think of and prepare for your retirement, we'd love to talk with you either virtually or in person at one of our office locations in Austin or Fort Wayne. You can also call us at 260-436-7006. Nathan Shelton, Investment Advisor Representative of USA Financial Securities, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Is filled with fabulous golf courses that offer a variety of experiences and are as diverse and distinct as the regions they're in. And there is one right here in your backyard that you shouldn't miss. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton. You deserve a little time on the greens, so book your tee time, brush off your spikes, and get ready to play. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton, just east of the Stone Quarry.
Head on out to Green Valley to hit some balls on their driving range or putting green. Call 824-4510 to reserve your tee time. Green Valley, where your friends play.
Is filled with fabulous golf courses that offer a variety of experiences and are as diverse and distinct as the regions they're in. And there is one right here in your backyard that you shouldn't miss. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton. You deserve a little time on the greens, so book your tee time, brush off your spikes, and get ready to play. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton, just east of the Stone Quarry.
Head on out to Green Valley to hit some balls on their driving range or putting green. Call 824-4510 to reserve your tee time. Green Valley, where your friends play.
At Corrective Chiropractic, we offer individualized treatment plans for patients of all ages, from infants to elderly, and even during pregnancy. Have you ever experienced a workplace, sports, or auto accident, or just suffer from chronic pain? Corrective Chiropractic can help. Knee, neck, shoulder, or back pain, headaches, migraines, allergies, muscular tension. Corrective Chiropractic can help. I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic. We welcome patients from Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding areas. Schedule your appointment today at 260-353-1400 and let Corrective Chiropractic help you along your journey to health and wellness. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza. Feel and function better.
When looking to sell or buy a home in Wells County, it's so important to work with an experienced full-time agent from the local area. I'm Bev Grish, and I'm beginning my 24th year helping families in the real estate business and would love to guide your family through the process. When you choose to work with a local agent who knows the Wells County market, you are a step ahead. I have built good working relationships with local lenders, realtors, inspectors, contractors, and appraisers, and it helps the process go smoothly. Whether you are buying your first home, a larger home, investment property, dream home, selling a long-time family business, or downsizing into retirement, I'm here to help. Heartfelt thanks for supporting me 24 years in the real estate business I truly love. Bev sells Wells at 466-1822.
All right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tiger Den. At the half, it is Norwell 38, Bluffton 34. So, Kevin, we were just kind of talking there, doing those commercials. What do you see for both teams? Like, what do you see for Bluffton to kind of keep this game within reach and possibly even coming out with an upset?
Well, they're doing a great job of answering each and every attack that Norwell's thrown at them, whether that be on the offensive or defensive end. On the defensive end, I think Bluffton, their guards at least, I think they do a heck of a good job on playing, the whole, like 90% on the defensive end, and then the last 10% of, a simple ball fake from Norwell, it gets them off their feet and it allows them to slash and drive to the middle. I think that's really where Norwell's done most of their damage is in the paint and on loose balls and offensive rebounds, but if they can control, I guess their patience on the outside, that would really help, put a damper to maybe some of that inside onslaught.
Yeah. And what about for Norwell to kind of really extend this lead, kind of make it unreachable for the Tigers?
Yeah, I think they're kind of, maybe a little surprised that Bluffton's still hanging around with them. I think they're going to still continue on to work at what has been working for them and going down the middle, but I'm sure this team is more than capable of hitting some outside shots, so I don't know, depending on what Bluffton throws at them on the defensive end, maybe see Norwell still try to force it down the middle, or maybe look to start shooting from outside.
Yeah, and we're going to see how things kind of shake up, because now, one big change is Bluffton going, they're in with the student section in front of them,
right.
Norwell with their student section, so we'll see how the team's got to respond with the support rather than the...
It being a home game for Bluffton, that might just be enough to, get the upset.
For sure. All right, so it is, again, 38-34 Norwell as we are entering into the fourth quarter. I had something, but now it just kind of slipped my mind. So we'll just go through the scoring at the half. That's what I was wanting to do. Scott, he's the professional. He knows what he's doing. So for Norwell, we have Brody Bullen with 4, Leighton Bailey with 4, all at the free throw line, and Cohen Bailey with 4. And then Jake Parker with 5, and leading the way for the Knights is Luke McBride with 11. These are unofficial stats, by the way. And then for the Tigers, Sam Baumgartner with 2, Carter McConnell 2, Harrison Schreiber 4, Andrew Ball 5, Tucker Jenkins 2, and leading the way for the Tigers is Max Stoppenhagen. He had 11 points in the second quarter, 3 threes and 2 free throws. Tigers bringing back the starting lineup, and it appears that Norwell is doing the same thing as well. Bluffton 4 timeouts left. Coach Grau used a 30-second timeout early on, and the Knights with all 5. Coach McBride leading the way for Norwell. Norwell gets the ball. The game started here in the second half, looking to get just kind of a statement made here. Big possession for the Knights, big possession defensively for the Tigers. Maybe they can try to cut it back down to a one-possession game. That is Bailey with that hesitation as Kevin was talking about getting to the rim. Tipped away by Carter McConnell, who was out the entire second quarter. And now, again, Jake Parker getting in for 2. And Carter McConnell picking up 2 early fouls in the first quarter and was on the bench, seeing how he can impact the game with his height, rebounding, shot contest, and even scoring on the inside. Tucker Jenkins taking it around. 4-on-1 offense for the Tigers. 4 guard front. There's Jenkins, Schreiber, and Ball, all 3 can play both inside and out. Taken away there by a nice read by Graft, as then Bolin comes up with it. 3 ball, no good by McBride. But Bolin's in there. He's bowling through everyone with the rebound. No good on the shot attempt. Rebound off by Andrew Ball.
So you got to put a body on Bolin there.
Yeah,
somebody would have been in front of him, that would have made a difference of possession there.
Yeah. Big body, big strong guy down low. He's going to be pushing around. He's not going to let you easily.
About fell asleep there.
Nice advantage taken there by the Knights as the Knights find the defense sleeping, and nice and one basket there by Luke McBride. He's had himself a nice evening for the Knights as he's now looking to put it up by 9, 43-34. Following the free throw. Big possession here for the Tigers now. We can't let this deficit grow anymore. Needing a basket here to just kind of keep it in managing position. Backdoor there by Stoppenhagen, no good. Bowen comes down with the rebound, gets it to Leighton Bailey. Leighton taking it all the way himself, but passes it to the corner. Nice 3 by Jake Parker for the Knights. And timeout, Bluffton. And we will be back following a word from more advertisers.
Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Steffen Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tiger Den. Norwell coming out with a big start to the second half. It is 46-34 Norwell. So with this timeout, what is Coach Grau trying to say to his team to kind of make sure that they don't let this get out of hand?
I would hope to still continue to stay patient and continue to do what worked for them in the first half of taking it inside. They've done a couple back doors that help them get some easy buckets to stay in it. Defensively, you just got to box out, and you got to be patient and not be off your feet at the top of the key, and that's going to, some of that, Bluffton got away with some of it in the first half, but Norwell able to capitalize on some of those 50-50 balls in the second half.
For sure, we'll see what happens. Coach McBride coming out with some high-pressure defense as Bailey was up full court, and then they trapped Stoppenhagen at the corner. So Tigers able to get out with it. Stoppenhagen with a pullback jumper for 2 at the top of the key.
Needed that.
46-36, 6 minutes to go in the third as looks like Bailey there going in on a drive, getting slashed across the arm by Stoppenhagen. That is Stoppenhagen's team's first of the half. Three ball by Norwell, no good. Short rebound by Schreiber. Good look there by Luke McBride on the out-of-bounds play. And now Andy Ball again with that dribble weave at the top for the Tigers. Moving screen by Carter McConnell. Kind of in position there, but as we can kind of see, just kind of leaned just a little bit, stuck his hip out. And that is his third. We'll see when Carter's able to get back in for the Tigers. Sam Bumgarner also with 3 fouls, checks back in for Bluffton. Leighton Bailey bringing it down once again for Norwell, finding Graff there on the wing, putting it over to Parker. Parker going in, strong and good.
Norwell just willing themselves inside.
Yeah, it must make you think that Coach McBride has some passionate words for his team. Just kind of not being afraid of going in and attacking the Tigers.
Right.
Just going in like, hey, let's go out there, prove that we are the better team.
Right.
And just attack the rim. Do what works for us. Attack the rim. Use our strengths. And it's paying dividends for the Knights. Good drive there by Bailey, finding Graff, but no good. Bolin there, though. He's going to fight, and he's going to fight until he puts it in for 2. 50-36 here, just under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Tigers needing some baskets here. Biggest lead of the game. Andy Ball, fade away, no good.
Tough
Rebound by Luke Graff. Graff needing to bring it down a little bit, finding Bailey. Bailey to McBride. McBride, one dribble up, no good. Bolin, though, on the board. Jenkins losing position as he went to go grab the rebound. McBride, another shot, short this time. Stoppenhagen bringing up the rebound, taking it himself down the court. Pulling it back, setting it up for the Tigers. Schreiber, though, up top of the key for 3, off the back of the rim. Deflection by Leighton Bailey. Sam Bumgarner coming up with it. Max Stoppenhagen for 3, no. Schreiber, though, he's got it.
Be there, way to be there.
And he's fouled. I believe they are calling this on the ground as they're waving it off. And now that foul is on number 12, Luke Graff. I believe that is his second personal foul. Team second.
4:12 left here in the third. Bluffton 36, Norwell 50.
Checking back in for the Knights is number 20, Cohen Bailey, and 30, Ashton Fetterspill. Tigers again needing a basket here. Trying to make a run. Step back for Stoppenhagen, no good. Rebound Fetterspill. Bailey trying to do something himself, no good, but Fetterspill's there to clean it up. Reset there by Norwell. And Norwell now with the 14-point lead, trying to really put this game away here in the third quarter.
Jump ball.
Good help side defense by Andy Ball, leading to the held possession on the block. Coach Real calling for the offense. Schreiber, Stoppenhagen getting the setup. Ball screen slipped there by Schreiber. Tipped away there, though. Good hustle by Sam Bumgarner and by Cohen Bailey there. Get on the ground, both of them. But it's Brody Bowling coming up with it. Getting it to Fredericksville. Fredericksville taking it all the way for 52-36. Norwell really kind of waking up here after the halftime break. Bluffton doing a nice job of staying with the Knights for the first 16 minutes of the contest, but it's been all Norwell here since the first 5 minutes. Stoppenhagen short on the pull-up. Bowling coming down with the board. This Norwell team, the nice interesting thing about this Norwell team is they do not have a senior as Leighton Bailey.
Yeah, that's going to be exciting for the rest of this year and next year.
And now Bowling trying to get the crowd into it as Bluffton calls their third timeout of the contest. And we will be back.
In business since 1981, Barclay Builders has been building residential homes and commercial projects in Northeast Indiana, taking pride in building their clients the best project for their budget. With interaction between clients, vendors, and trade contractors, Barclay Builders meets the needs of homeowners to build their forever home. At Barclay Builders, it's all about you. It's your heart and your soul at the center of every design decision made. Josh and his team are poised to build the home you've always wanted. It isn't just a home, it's your forever home. Contact Barclay Builders at 260-622-7674. That's 622-7674, or find them on Facebook at Barclay Builders, Inc. Let Barclay Builders get started on your Barclay Built forever home.
All right, we're back here at the Tiger Den. 54-36 Norwell. 2:45 to go here in the third quarter. It's been all Norwell here in the second half.
Norwell doing a good job of just continuing to pound it into the lane, and Bluffton not really having much of an answer for some of their crafty guards of Norwell.
It'll be Bluffton Tiger basketball coming full court. Checking in for the Tigers is Marcus Crosby, senior Marcus Crosby. Seeing if he can give some breathing room for the post players inside. Stoppenhagen taking it all the way in. Good, nice English there on the layup through the traffic. And now McBride over there on the wing. Again, as I was kind of saying before the break, this Norwell team not having a single senior on the roster. You know when the last time that was for Bluffton?
Oh my, I have no clue.
It was the 2007-2008 season. You know what happened that season?
Is that the season they won conference or something like that?
You did win conference, did win every single regular season game as well that year.
Oh, okay.
So that was the year Bluffton undefeated. Norwell losing their season opener to Mississinawa, so they do not have that opportunity. But a one-loss season would be nothing to be upset about either. So Sam Bumgarner, though, picking up his fourth foul for the team. So it's always kind of interesting seeing these young teams, especially in the county, having such success. Right. And seeing what Norwell can do the rest of the season. They do have a difficult schedule ahead with the NE8 conference, and so we can see kind of where the play goes after winter break. But it does look like this is going to be Norwell staying true with the John Harrell prediction, as they have a 16-point lead here in the second half. Another interesting thing about that Bluffton team was Brock Woodward being one of the key pieces to a former Norwell player coming over. Always added a little bit more to that rivalry as Vic McBride takes it in for two more for the Knights.
I remember, I think I was in 4th or 5th grade around that time. It was really exciting to see Bluffton play basketball.
Oh, you weren't that young. Come on, I was a freshman. You were 5th grade.
Oh, well, either way.
Don't make me feel too old. But then a couple years later, one of my teammates, longtime teammates, Aldo Sanchez, he then makes the jump over to Norwell, and it was a bittersweet experience playing against him. A good friend of mine. I was talking to him earlier today, and it was one of those things where it's like, man, like he knows our scout. Like he knows the scout because he's lived it for the past 10 years. But it was definitely a neat experience playing against one of my good friends. All right, so it's 56-38 Norwell here in the third quarter, minute 45 to go. Tigers really needing to kind of keep strong here. Marcus Crosby taking the drive, finding Harrison Schreiber there at the top of the key. Schreiber now trying to get in, nothing there. Finding Stoppenhagen. Stoppenhagen's having a nice game, taking it back to the rim, off the glass, no good, but McConnell there, cleaning it up, and good for 2. And that's the big benefit of having a 6'4" guy in the middle, just nice way to clean up the glass. Good drive there by, that is John Colbert, just no good. McConnell now kind of stretching his game, bringing the ball down as the guards make their way down the court. McConnell trying to find it inside against Federspiel. Ball trying to find it in there for him. Crosby trying to go baseline. Nothing. Found. Look for Schreiber there, just finding the defensive player's leg instead. Not any intentional contact. Good no call by the officials. As Bailey's three is no good. Schreiber coming up with it. Now Stoppenhagen bringing it down for the Tigers. Finding Andy Ball here on the wing. Getting it over to Schreiber. Tigers still showing some patience, trying to get it into the rim, not forcing up any threes as Carter McConnell banks one in for 2. Again, when you're down 16, 14 late in the game, like at what point do you have to start chucking up the threes, or do you just keep sticking with trying to score any way you can?
Well, so far these last couple of possessions, Norwell's still giving Bluffton some chances here to make a run to cut into this deficit. But maybe, by the middle of the fourth quarter, you see drives like that happen. It is kind of disheartening for Bluffton, but still plenty of some basketball left to be played to make it respectable.
Yep, 58-42, and again, we'll stay here in this break. Respectable because that first half, I know this is your first game in a year. Last game you watched, probably the Winchester game we called together last year.
Yep.
But this is an inexperienced team for Bluffton that lost 2 pivotal players. Scott and I have talked about it in past games with Peyton Nern and Will Ball both graduating. Big, strong players, scoring threats, where this team, they are needing to step up. Max Stoppenhagen is doing a nice job, averaging 14 points per game. That's going to go up after tonight. Harrison Schreiber just right around 10 points. And so they're finding their roles, but they're fighting. They keep fighting, and that's something that just speaks volumes for student athletes that buy into a program.
Right.
Because if you're not bought in, you're not going to fight. And these young men, they are fighting and really just kind of representing Bluffton basketball.
Right, definitely. No, that makes a big difference. It really sets the tone for a lot of other games in the season, whether that be a 2-point win or a 2-point loss, whether that be consecutive wins or losses like that. Tough games like this against an opponent like Norwell. When you compete like that, you're not, even though you may lose, you're not defeated. For the rest of the season, you still keep it going, which is very important.
Exactly. And in the grand scheme of things, this game doesn't matter. Like, it's not a conference game. It is a rivalry, but it's not conference. It's not a team that you'll see in the postseason. So it's just this exhibition game that just kind of really pushing yourself and seeing what can happen. And McBride trying to get in, but Schreiber on the deflection, but McBride finding it himself, finds Graft. 3-second violation.
There you go.
And another nice thing, with this kind of falling right before Christmas, Tigers have a week before they take on Winchester. Again, always a game that I know I always look forward to. Always seem like one of those top 2A teams kind of facing each other.
Right.
I know we kind of talked about that last year as well. I know that was a game that you enjoyed as well. So it's, again, less stress, but you got a week to just kind of collect yourself. And just kind of attack the Falcons. Whereas Norwell's next contest is 6 days away. They are going to be playing Lawrence Central in the Noblesville tournament. So a much bigger kind of challenge there for the Knights. They'll be playing Lawrence Central, who's 3-3, size 4A, so always going to be tough playing upper class. All right, so it is the fourth quarter now. Make some good moves, figured out. We've got basket by Graff, Bolin there. All right, so 60-42, trying to get some things sorted back out. Do ignore that timeout, not being called now, but there's a 3 by the Knights off the front of the rim, no good. Good board by Graft over Jenkins, going up and drawing the foul. I believe that'll be on Schreiber there, trying to dig in. But pardon me, that is going to be on 33, Tucker Jenkins, his first, sending Luke Graff to the line, shooting 2. Ladies and gentlemen, I really don't know how Scott Minter does it. He keeps track of the scoreboard on the stream. He calls play-by-play. He keeps the book. And I'm sure my book is a mess right now. I keep the official book sometimes, but doing all these things together, so much respect for Scott. He's been doing it for like 13, 14 years now. I know he started back in like around the time I was playing. So it's definitely a great resource for all of you fans watching at home. I know my sister Lisa, she enjoyed it when she lived out in Montana. She was able to watch. So it's just this huge thing. It's going to reach anybody, especially in times like COVID. So now Carter McConnell going up against Bolin and drawing the foul. That is the second on Bolin and the team's third. McConnell now, he is at the line 0 for 2 on the night, and that one rims around and good. McConnell 7 points so far in tonight's contest, missing the entire second quarter due to foul trouble, and knocks down his 8th point of the contest. 61-44 Norwell. Nice hesitation there by Bailey, finding his teammate there for 2, and that is Jake Parker.
Tough finish.
Yeah, good transition movement there by the Knights, and just kind of exploiting the Tiger defense. Nice strong take by Jake Parker. Nice, and speaking of strong takes, nice take by sophomore Fletcher Winger. I know his brother Hunter, he gets in on JV games and really kind of puts in work. And nice seeing the Winger twins kind of getting a lot of this experience. They're going to be big role players here for the Tigers the next 2.5 seasons. McBride looking to continue his good block. Good night. Schreiber doing a nice job staying straight up. Just, I think his sister may have caught him that one away. Now Carter McConnell guarding the point guard, Leighton Baylor. McBride trying to take advantage of the defensive mismatch, and McConnell picking up a foul. That is McConnell's 4th. Bluffton seeing foul trouble with both Sam Bumgarner and Carter McConnell having 4 fouls each. Andrew Ball trying to check in, just not getting to the score table in time. McBride's 3, no good. Tipped away by Parker. Picked up by Bolin outside. Parker, nice difficult catch there on the sideline. McBride for 3, short. But rebound Norwell. Parker doing a nice job cleaning up the glass and finishing for 2. 65-46, 19-point lead for the visiting Norwell Knights. We do have a guest coming up to join us. I saw him in the commons as he was making his way in, as he's getting his headset on, as Fletcher Winger trying to drive, picking up the foul on Luke McBride. All right, so joining us, we have Tanner Cooley. Thank you for joining us, Tanner.
Yes.
2019 graduate?
Yeah, 2020.
2020 graduate, sectional champion, your junior year, correct?
Yeah.
So, and not just that, but playing basketball at Wilmington now. Wittenberg, sorry. W College, yeah. So, how's that going for you at Wittenberg?
It's going pretty good. It's been a pretty amazing experience so far of what I had just for the past year. Last year was a little different because of the COVID year and all that, so we had a little bit of taste of what it was, but this year is like a full year, and it's everything what I expected it would be.
Good. How's your guys' season going so far?
We're struggling right now. We're 4-5 on the year with a couple close losses. We're just not meshing real well as a team right now. But once we figure that out, we're going to be a really solid team.
Good. And just so do you have an extra year of eligibility, or like so are you technically a freshman or sophomore in eligibility?
So I'm technically a freshman with my eligibility. So last year with the COVID year, everyone that participated in the NCAA sports got an extra year of eligibility.
Okay, so probably just, and again, like you said, like how just it kind of affected a lot of stuff, and especially being Division III, there may not have been a lot of players kind of sticking around for that extra year. So like you guys like feel like you're kind of like missing out on some experience.
For sure, we're definitely missing out on experience because this year we had 5 fifth-year seniors come back to the team this year, so it's a little bit of a backfall, but yeah, definitely missing some experience.
Okay, so good draft taking the front end of the 1-1 here, or 2 shots here for Norwell. So Kevin and I mean, I know you grew up watching probably both of us play a time or two. Kind of crazy to seeing you as a little kid and now being taller than me, tearing me up in the Burn Swiss days this summer too. But this game, Bluffton Norwell, what does it mean to be on this court tonight for these Tigers?
It's always been a great county rivalry. Bluffton's always wanted to win, come out, play big, so definitely a big special moment for them out here right now.
Yeah. So just kind of what have you seen? I know you kind of played with these guys a little bit, I believe, with these seniors, sophomores or freshmen your senior year? I know they were kind of around.
We played with Max, and then the class under him was my freshman when I was a senior.
So, like, what's it like being former, like, teammates, like, kind of leaders for this group and seeing them play now?
It's really special to see where they came from, because when they came in as freshmen and to see where they are now, it's very special.
Good. Yeah, it just seems like something that they're just kind of, like, in time, they're just building and building and building this program. I know, like, you were here when, like, the girls program kind of saw the fruits of the labor of Coach Grau, and, like, it might be a little bit tough for them, but, like, just kind of committing and buying in. Like, I know you were part of that with Coach Benedict, and that ended up paying off in a big sectional victory for you guys. So we can kind of see what can kind of go here and there with Coach Grau and the boys' side. So what have your thoughts been on this game so far? I know, like, early on in the game, Tigers kind of hanging in the first half and then kind of getting out of hand here in the second as Norwell kind of responding. So, like, what would you kind of think as a player, like, trying to keep your head up above water going into the next game at Winchester, and even after that, the ACAC tournament?
Oh, yeah, the season's still pretty young for them. They have a bunch of time left to turn this around. It's just one game, which is still a little bit of a bummer, but yeah, they still have a lot of time to turn it around to get ready for the ACAC tournament.
For sure. And one thing Kevin and I kind of made a comment about, could be a long shot this year, but when Bluffton went to state in 2002, I don't even think you were born yet, and when Norwell went to state in 2012, the losing team in this rivalry, they were the ones who ended up going to state. So, so you just never know. Seasons can always just kind of shake up. Just kind of always depends on the matchups.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah. Anything else you want to say?
I don't think so.
I got a question for him. What's the biggest difference you've noticed, playing high school basketball to now, playing college basketball as a big guy?
Just the speed of things. So everything's moving so fast, especially with the shot clock added in college. It's something I had to get used to really fast, but just the speed for sure.
So with you saying shot clock, like I played a year of college as well. I'm glad that you're having more success with it than I did. But do you see the shot clock ever coming to high school?
I saw it as like a talk, and like a bunch of prep schools are starting to bring it to a thing, but I just think that I don't know if it'd be a good thing, because a bunch of coaches, their coaching style is slow the pace down in the game and just get a good shot. If they brought it, I feel like there'd be a lot more rush shots in the game.
For sure. And I think that was one thing that took me a little bit to readjust to, because like having worked with like the Norwell Knights are getting excited as Gavin Hepner knocking down a 73-50 for the Knights. Nice big shot there for the junior. The Knights now taking it back down. But again, kind of as I was saying, like, put back, tip, dunk. I guess would you call that a tip dunk there for Federal Snail?
Yeah, you're in high school, you may as well call it that.
It's more of a dunk than I had in any game. Andy ball for 3, no good. All right, but yeah, as I worked college sports, college basketball games, and I came back and working these games, I just got like tense. I was like, shoot it. Wait, no, there's no shot clock there, so. Yeah, I think there'll just be, like you said, it's just a completely change of pace for coaches, for the players. It's just an extra element for those elite players, those upper-level players that I think Kevin and I both kind of agree should kind of stay away. So, yeah. All right. We got 40 seconds to go, 75-50 for the Norwell Knights. Tanner, we do appreciate you stopping in as this game is winding down.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, so, and when's you guys' next game?
We play on the 30th.
Okay, so, and this is something else that I kind of thought of too when I was playing, like, the closest games are probably like an hour away, right?
Yeah.
And, like, those are far drives in high school, so, like, that's something else that you kind of have to get used to. Nice move by Sam Bumgarner. Marcus Crosby trying to get that rebound, but no good. All right, 11 seconds to go. Again, I know it's been all Norwell here in the second half, but props to Bluffton here for coming out early on in the first half, fighting, clawing their way, keeping this a contest, and really making Norwell having to adjust here and come up with the 77-50 victory at the Tiger Den. We will be right back after a word from the sponsors again. Tanner, thank you. Good luck the rest of the season. We'll be back.
Good evening, Bluffton basketball fans. My name is Nathan Shelton. As an advisor at Shelton Financial Group, the thing I enjoy most is talking to our clients about what matters to them. As our clients prepare for and enjoy retirement, some enjoy spending time with their grandkids, some prefer to travel the world, and for others, it's giving of time and resources. As you think of and prepare for your retirement, we'd love to talk with you either virtually or in person at one of our office locations in Austin or Fort Wayne. You can also call us at 260-436-7006. Nathan Shelton, investment advisor representative of USA Financial Securities, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
At Corrective Chiropractic, we offer individualized treatment plans for patients of all ages, from infants to elderly, and even during pregnancy. Have you ever experienced a workplace, sports, or auto accident, or just suffer from chronic pain? Corrective Chiropractic can help. Knee, neck, shoulder, or back pain, headaches, migraines, allergies, muscular tension. Corrective Chiropractic can help. I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic. We welcome patients from Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding areas. Schedule your appointment today at 260-353-1400 and let Corrective Chiropractic help you along your journey to health and wellness. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza. Feel and function better.
What's up? Hey, Ryan, I've been busy. I got a men's league.
When looking to sell or buy a home in Wells County, it's so important to work with an experienced full-time agent from the local area. I'm Bev Grish, and I'm beginning my 24th year helping families in the real estate business and would love to guide your family through the process. When you choose to work with a local agent who knows the Wells County market, you are a step ahead. I have built good working relationships with local lenders, realtors, inspectors, contractors, and appraisers, and it helps the process go smoothly. Whether you are buying your first home, a larger home, investment property, dream home, selling a long-time family business, or downsizing into retirement, I'm here to help. Heartfelt thanks for supporting me 24 years in the real estate business I truly love. Bev sells Wells at 466-1822.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tiger Den at tonight's contest. It was 77-50 Norwell. So, again, Kevin, I know we kind of just talked about it throughout the game. Had kind of a chance there late to kind of summarize kind of what this contest was like. So, like, for Norwell, only up by 6 at the half. What does it take to come out and just kind of extend that lead and take control of this game?
Well, they really honed in on using what worked for them to even have that lead in the first half. They just kept the onslaught of taking it down the middle, and I think they hit 1 3 in the first half, and then hit at least 5 that I could recall in the second half. Which once Bluffton really honed in on trying to stop them, they'd kick it out, and then Norwell would hit some threes, and that just helped expand and balloon the lead out to what it was. And Bluffton just really wasn't able to recover from that.
Yeah, and again, what's going to be the big thing for Bluffton then? The big takeaway for this contest?
Well, I definitely think they should really hone in on thinking about the first half and how well they competed with a great team that Norwell is. And then there's obviously a lot of things that they can learn from the second half as well, as far as closing out and boxing out, because there's a couple plays there that maybe Bluffton got the 50-50 ball in the first half, but in the second half, not boxing out, bowling. What is that?
Bowling.
There's a couple plays there where he really hurt us, and taken away from that, you're going to play teams where they're going to have big players like that, and to come out maybe on top next time, you got to really put a stop to that and put a body on a guy.
Yeah, for sure. And I do want to say again, thank you to Tanner Cooley for stopping by, just kind of chatting here at the end of the game. I do want to say I did reach out to some Norwell alums. They were not attending the contest tonight.
We're not completely biased.
Yeah, and I didn't recognize anybody else in the stands to have on here. So I did want to reach out to Norwell. Again, they've done a nice job building the program over the years, and nice seeing that success kind of carry on. I'm not sure if either Coach McBride or Coach Grau are planning on coming up here, so I'm going to act as if they're not. So we just kind of talked about it a little bit before. So player of the game, okay? So Wells County Boys player of the game. This is always a question Scott asked me. Since both teams are Wells County, let's kind of go both ways. Let's start with Bluffton being on the losing side here.
I would definitely go with Max Stoppenhagen there. He did a great job of controlling the ball, being under control of the ball as well throughout the game, with Norwell pressuring him and being able to, as a shooter myself, he's hit a couple tough shots there of step backs, and having the strength in his legs to have those nice finishes around the rim really helped keep Bluffton in it there in the first half, and he even gave it a good try in the second half as well. So I'd definitely give it to him on the Bluffton side of things.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. Max Stoppenhagen, Bluffton, Wells County Boys player of the game for Bluffton. And then what about on Norwell?
Norwell had their guards over there. That'd be Parker, the Baileys, even McBride, all really attacking the rim and really making Bluffton pay. But out of the couple that I named, McBride and Leighton Bailey, I thought they played really well. They really put the pressure on Bluffton's defense, going down the middle, whether that be with crafty finishes or just a simple jab step ball fake. Was really enough to get him down the middle. But Luke McBride, I think, he didn't really get it going outside, but he was able to use his skill set down low and get into the lane to make things work for Norwell.
Yeah, definitely felt like McBride was that tempo setter for Norwell.
Right,
yep. Like you said, like Bailey, Parker, Bailey, like they all did a nice job. Leighton Bailey did a nice job just kind of being that point guard. But yeah, so Luke McBride, the Wells County Boys player of the game. And just as I said, I didn't recognize anybody. I just see Kyle Reinhardt walking by. I could have had Kyle up on the Wells County Boys. All right, Kevin, thank you again for joining us. I hope maybe if we have an opportunity to do this again that you'd be willing to go, because I
absolutely
definitely enjoyed having you here. Scott, hope you're enjoying your nice break, vacation here. And I don't know if we'll be back for the Winchester game. Again, Norwell resumes action on December 28th. They will be playing in the Noblesville tournament against Lawrence Central. And then they'll either be playing Columbus North or Crown Point in their second contest. Bluffton returns to action on December 29th at Winchester. I don't know if my brother Robert and I might be planning on going down to that game. We may be back in action with the Lady Tigers as they take on Belmont on December 27th. So just stay tuned, and we will be back on air. Looking forward to bringing you more Bluffton Tiger basketball here on the Wells County Sports Network.
Yep, happy holidays and have a great Christmas with your families.